Hey, Frank Salazar here. Welcome to Salazar Art Nation. So this is I'm doing a little bit more of a just casual video. Um, I don't have like a time lapse or anything to show. Uh, just got back from church, so right now it's Thursday. It's Thursday night, so we had a special prayer service. Uh, I won't go into it, but it was it was it was really good. It was really refreshing to my spirit. Um, but today I was working on the Wildcat and Captain Courage crossover story that I'm working on, trying to get that into the Wildcat anthology by C.B. Smallwood. Um, if I don't make it in, I'm not. I won't be upset or anything because I did wait till like very last minute. uh, but either way, I'm still gonna be making it. And as I said in a video, I don't remember what, maybe last month or earlier this month. No, it was last month. That I plan on doing some more Captain Courage stories, so that will fit in there. Uh, so so that'll be cool. I'm still gonna be doing it either way. Any event, anything, I'll print that one out as an ash can and send it to CB if it doesn't make it in. But I'm gonna work really hard on getting it in. So um, there's just a lot of stuff was going on, so I've been behind. Uh, I think I had 2 pages, and on the second page there's a panel on the bottom which I have here. Um, whereas it was all right, but it still kind of stuck out with me. It bugged me a little bit that I don't know if it's as dynamic as it could be. But here it is. So it's this one. So it's supposed to be Wildcat kind of taking a swing, like slashing at Captain Courage here. And so I was watching. I was looking at some of the pages from the Wildcat anthology, and there was like a panel that I saw where Wildcat is kind of like punching, and it's kind of like straightforward. So like, oh, that looks cool. And like, and there's also another video that I saw where they were not nothing to do with the Wildcat anthology, but like they were talking about critiques and some critiques that they got where they turned in some a page and they got like drawn over how to make that panel a little bit more dynamic. You know, it was just switching up the angles. So like, it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I get. I have a reputation of not taking critiques. It's not that I don't take critiques. Is that uh, if it's too generalized, it doesn't help me. If the critique is do more studies, it doesn't help with what I'm doing at the moment. So I've been doing studies, but while doing studies, I am still working on pages and art and other things. But you know that one was kind of clear cut where I could understand it. Like, oh, it was just seeing it like, and then seeing the other page of the Wildcat. I was like, you know what? This page has been bugging me, and I think I know how I can fix it. So today I was working on it. I took a picture of myself for reference, and kind of enhanced it a bit, and just did a quick trace of the hand of the way the hand was, and then you know went over that, put into detail. So I isolated the panel here. So, but here is the new panel. So I like this a lot better, and I added the roar. um, oh, hold on. and I also was working before I left. So I want to get page three at least kind of laid out a bit, and I already had part of it, but so this is what I have so far. So so he kind of like slashes at the his chest armor, which this is just quick sketch, quick concept sketch, so it'll look a lot better than that. You have Captain Courage there, kind of standing there, and you got some slashes there. And then, yeah, he's good punch. So that's what I have right now. I'm going to be working on this more. Um, so, so yeah, that just a basic one before I left, so I can have it ready when I come back. Let's see. So yeah, so that's something I'm working on. Oh, the Wildcat Anthology was funded. It's fully funded now. It met its goal, so it's gonna happen. I think it was either late last night or this morning, but that's when I got the news that it was funded. So yeah, let me check now. Let me see where it is. Because doing this real time, I already have it saved here. Wildcat Anthology on Indiegogo. I'll leave a link, and also leave a link to Scott's. I'll talk that in a minute. Okay. So the goal was 1,500. It's at 1,565. So 48 backers. 11 days left. Let's see. Did anyone? Oh wow! So that's what took it over. Um, Two people bought the comic and and some of the original art. So that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, so that's awesome. I did send CB some sketch cards, and I was working on those. I think last couple of videos, I was working on some of those, and I showed those off. So what I didn't show was after I did end up I did say in the video I wanted to do 8, but I was already gonna be sending them off that day. I ended up not sending them off that day just because by the time I was finished, the post office was already closed. So I had an extra day. So I did 2 more cards. So I did do 8. And I wanted to keep that kind of under my hat until CB gets them. So right now, he should either be getting them today or tomorrow. But once he says, "Hey, I got them," I'll post them on Instagram. I kind of want those to be a surprise, um, just something extra that that I didn't show CB or anyone else. So that will either be either a tier or I don't know how CB is gonna set it up. Where if it's either you get the whole set of 8 cards, or you get 2 cards per set, or maybe a giveaway, or maybe CB want to keep a card or 2. That's totally up to him. I just wanted to contribute something for the Wildcat Anthology. Also, just in case I don't get my story in time, which again, that's on me. That's if I don't get in, that's my fault. But I am still gonna be working on these pages because there's a lot of stuff was just going on, and was taking up my time. Like my focus was on stuff going on and getting things ready here. It's situated here, just different stuff. um, also been filling out orders. And oh, speaking of orders, I did get an order today for the mini comics, the Captain Gaius Mask Woman mini comics and Mask Woman's Field Journal. So I'll be sending that out tomorrow. Um, I did get, if you saw the Trago Cravecast last week, I did get some stuff from Dee Dee, so I'm going to be sending off some prints that Dee Dee sent to Anna. But I did want to do an illustration to put in there to send it off. So I might be sending it off tomorrow, or that might just be next week. But I will be going to the post office tomorrow morning. Either way. But yeah, and what's cool about that order is it's like it's not anyone, like I didn't recognize the name, so it's not anyone from just the art community that I'm in. So that means more people are finding my store and ordering, which is cool. I think that's like the second person that's not affiliated with the Artcasters, Artcast, or any of the my usual art circle. So that's pretty cool. So got to put more stuff. So I'm gonna be working on some sketch cards. I do have like cause I just did those 8 sketch cards for CB, but that's something I did just for that, just for him for that campaign. Uh, and maybe after the the anthology is printed, it comes out, and more people know about it. Maybe I'll do another Wildcat sketch card. But it's a fun character to draw. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing some Ninja Turtle sketch cards, more specifically side characters, because I do have a client that he likes the Ninja Turtle cards, and he like eventually wants to collect like all the characters. So it's like a standing commission. Like it's something when I get to it, like I know it's gonna get sold. So which is cool, but I don't want to like take advantage of that. So I think I did a Slash card from the '80s cartoon, and Baxter Stockman, and he liked those. So I'm working on Usagi Yojimbo. That's what I really want to do, and Leatherhead. So those are gonna be the next 2 that I'll be working on for that client. I also want to do the Party Wagon. So that one I might do a sketch card of the Party Wagon, the Ninja Turtle van, and also a bigger illustration. Because there was someone that asked me like, okay, because when he was asking me like what I do, and I was telling him like, oh, like I do art. I'm an artist. I sell my art. And I've been doing sketch cards, mostly Ninja Turtle cards, because of this specific client that I have. But I do other stuff too. But so this other guy said, "Oh, can you do the Ninja Turtle van?" Like, yeah, I can. I was like, yeah, I can do like a little card of it. And then he said, "Can you do it bigger?" And like, oh, okay. Good thing I bought that Bristol pad, because I think that would look better on one of those boards. I might cut it down to the size a bit, depending, because it wasn't like specifically a commission, or he didn't say like, hey, if you make it, like I'll pay you for it, like can you make it? So so even if I make it and he doesn't either buy it or it might just be a gift. But if I stay with it, I can still sell it. So I can so when I cut it down to where it fits a bigger envelope, or I might just show it to the other guy like, hey, I made this. We'll see. Yeah. So that's stuff I have like on the back burner. So I'm gonna be working on. Again, we're working on the Wildcat crossover Captain Courage. I've been working on just improving my art better, or improving it more, improving myself more. Not just art wise, but just myself as a person. Working on my health. So I've lost weight because I've been walking every day. Although I kind of fell off a bit this month. You know, when the kids were here, I was more focused on them, so I wasn't going out as much. Um, I did do some. I did get in some walking, but after that, I just kind of I was winding down a bit, and so just a lot of stuff going on happening, and the heat here just got like really intense. So I wasn't walking as much, but yeah, um, I haven't lost weight, but haven't gained. Like it's not. Yeah, like I'm not at square one. I'm I'm at where I was, so I was able to maintain that. So now I'm gonna be working on that more. So I did get in 10,000 steps yesterday. Uh, I'm not sure if I'll uh, get the 10,000 tonight. I might, like right after this video, I'm gonna go. I'll walk some more. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll be able to. I did do some steps this morning, uh, and I just did a little bit of free weights. So I've been working on that. Like I said, working on myself and working on my art and trying to just improve and push myself more. Oh, you know what? Let me show. Uh, so this is a. Oh, that's not. Is it this one? Oh, you know what? Let me show this one first. All right, so I think yeah, I posted this on Instagram. So this was a sketch I did for Adam Lore. I did it on the backboard of the Captain Gallows and Escoman comic. Um, and what I've been doing, I didn't do it on all of them at first, but I did do it on most of them, where I would take a picture of it. Um, I should have done it from the beginning, um, but yeah, I really like how this one came out. So you know what, this I could turn this into something. It could be either a cover. Originally, I was thinking I could turn that into a cover um, for the next iteration of Captain Gallows and Masked Woman, which we'll be calling Warbanker 7. Right now, it is on hiatus. Anna's working on her own projects, and I think like working on the script was just kind of taken away from that. So that, she decided just gonna put it on the side, which I agree, and it gives me time also to work on my other stuff as well, like Captain Courage. um, but I still draw Captain Gallows and Masked Woman. I'm still working on stuff. Um, so I made this. I don't know. It probably won't be the cover, but it could be a divider page, a title page, and if anything else, a print. So, and I added Enki there in the back. I did get a critique on the title, um, making it a little bit better, where it also doesn't take up that much space, so if it gets printed out, it won't be cut off. Which I'll be working on that. That should be easy too, because it wasn't anything like really time consuming. Like, oh, I need to redo this. Like, it's just like taking one of the words and put it underneath. Is that okay? Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. So I did post this on Instagram. Yeah, it was one of the ideas I was working on. I wanted something with the background. I decided just to take away that black space there. And I have half tones, and I have all these overlays and some half tone brushes that I bought. So I used an overlay for the background, and the brushes a little bit here. So, which actually I do like this better, and I'm gonna incorporate that critique that I got. So this would be the colored version. So if I do turn into a print, it might actually look cool as a T-shirt. So this is what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments below if I put this on a T-shirt after I make the changes, because I'm happy with everything else. You know, I think fixing up the title will look better. If I make it a T-shirt, hypothetically, would you get the T-shirt if it was in color like this? And I am gonna go back and touch up some little spaces that I missed, or if it was just black and white like that. So let me know in the comments below which one you think looks better. Like, would you get a shirt in black and white, or would you prefer the color? Yeah. So yeah, I guess I should address this. I get a bit of a bad reputation of not taking critiques or criticisms that well, and, it's I try to take them as best as I can. But usually when I kind of push back a bit is where it's not like a direct criticism, like, oh, this is what you can fix, this is areas where you can work on. It's like, if it's a general thing where it's not actually helping me, like, I don't know, okay, like, what about this? What about, like, what area do I need to work on? Or what do I need to fix in this page, this panel, or whatever it is? Or, I prefer more direct. Just tell me what it is I need to fix. It's when it's just kind of like all over. When the critique is mostly do more studies, watch 10 videos, go do deep dive studies on it. Like, yeah, I'm working on doing studies, but a lot of times stuff that I'm showing is stuff that I'm currently working on, that either have a timeline or it's just stuff that's going to be out pretty soon. When the critique is do everything all over again, I was like, well, no, like, like if it's changing the story like too much, or if it's just like, oh, go spend 10 hours a day working on this area. Like, okay, I'm working on that, but for now, what? So that's why I did appreciate this critique that I guess I can say it's not Sideburns he gave today. So I posted this up today on the title. So just moving anchor underneath warp. I guess like bringing it in a little bit more down. So yeah, it's like oh okay, I can do that. Oh cool, and they explain why. Like oh okay yeah, like that helps me. um, and I with this one it was watching someone else's video where they're kind of showing some stuff and watching someone else's stuff. Like oh I can apply that to this panel, which I like this one a little bit more. Um, and I did get a critique on that comic, Captain Galva's Maskwoman. And I asked for the critique. And it's someone that they have been on the show at least once, and I've been on their streams a couple of times. Um, uh, what they were talking about recently, um, like when he gives critiques, he doesn't sugarcoat it, and like and I told him like I just finished this comic, so it's already done. But if I send you a PDF, can you show me areas that you think I need to work on? And he's like, only if you don't mind the criticism. Like, you know, no, I want it. I want to hear what I can work on. And he sent some valid ones. Um, yes. Some there was stuff that I was um, like stuff that he said. It was just still like I was already thinking about it with this one, um, uh, and stuff I already have like in the back burner. And so while we're working on Warp Anchor 7, I didn't want to make any excuses, but like he was telling me like, oh okay, yeah, that's something I am working on. Like okay, and then there's other stuff that I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So, uh, so yeah, and I told him like, so this will go for like the next story, or whether it's Captain Goggles or not, but it's the um, or Captain Goggles and Maskwoman. But just something I can use for Captain Courage or other stories that I'm working on. So, well, yeah, okay, cool, yeah. And he was like also like concerned that I was discouraged. Like, no, I'm not discouraged. Like, this is some of the stuff I was thinking about. So it's just like a confirmation. So, yeah. And some of this, and then that's when I did some of this stuff. I am working on, and some of this I did have, uh, like either planned out or figured out, but after the fact. So it didn't make it in this iteration, but there's like stuff I put in the character biozine. So like developing Captain Goggles a little bit more. So I didn't want to put too much. I was putting a lot of info on that, but someone told me like you don't need to put that much in there. Since this is just like a quick rundown of the character. So there's stuff I put in and stuff I took out. Like, okay, I'll just use this for the comic. Yeah. So yeah, like, again, working on myself, working on being able to take criticism, which, like I said, it's usually when it's if it's too general, or when it's like an insult or a put down. But I'm working on not taking it personally. And I've done the tough love thing before, so I can relate. So, yeah, like I said, working on myself, working on my art, working on the Etsy store. So, I could put more stuff up on there. I think I have like 6 copies left of that comic even though I just told you, like, someone kind of critiqued it, it's still a good book. And I wasn't like deluding myself. I know there's like stuff that I could like work on, but I'm actually happy how it came out. I think it's a good first book, uh, where it's like published like this, where like uh, the reason I didn't go back and redraw panels is like um, I'm good with people seeing how it started and how it ends, so like so you can kind of see that process there, and that's something I've been saying before on different streams when talking about it. But yeah, like 6 copies left, which is fantastic. Like, it's been selling at a pretty decent rate. Uh, people want it. so, like, um, so, so yeah. Like I said, they got the mini comics there, which those are starting to move more. I think it's because people are like, oh, you know what, I might not be able to afford the full issue, but I can get the mini comics that kind of started off. Uh, um, so yeah. And that was another reason I want people to feel gypped who bought the mini comics and knowing that, because I didn't hide it. I said like it's these 2 stories in a bigger format, and I did the other part of the story, which I think I talked about before, where like I was selling that, but I was selling them before I even could list them. like, like I was selling up the copies that I had, and then I said, you know what, I'll just put these together and in a bigger format. So that's why that third one never went up on Etsy. So, but yeah, things have been going all right. A couple of hiccups, just personal stuff. Just stuff here and there, but man, swinging hard, fighting, uh, fighting to be a better artist, a better person. So yeah, let me know. Just make a cool shirt, or would you prefer the color one? There's a notification. Which I'm gonna have to change that one too. Yeah. So can I zoom in? Okay, yeah. So yeah, so as long as I didn't even like notice until like I saw on this bigger screen. But yeah, I'm gonna fix up the coloring. But yeah, like I said, this panel looks great. I like that. I like how it came out. I kind of ended up doing. I signed back into TikTok. I was like, let me go see, how it's doing. I haven't touched it for a year. Um, yeah, but I had some reactions there. So like, okay, cool. I'll do a video. So what I did, I cut up the first 2 pages of Captain Courage and Wildcat. Uh, so I kind of did cut up the panels, so kind of make almost made like a webtoon format. So, so that's why I have the panel. I said it. So that actually works pretty cool. It works really well. Let's see, do I have it here? Was it on here where I? Because I turned it. I put it on TikTok. I added the music. So let's see. So do I have the video here? Well, I know because I sent it to some people. So and I believe it is on my Instagram. There you go. There. So did I do a TikTok webtoon? I kind of like that. So we'll see. It might not work for the other pages, but well, that's pretty cool. So I don't know. That's that's an idea for you guys that are just trying to get your comic out there. I know webtoons is an option, but putting up the panels like that up on TikTok with some music and just doing quick panels, and that way you can just kind of. If I continue, like I don't know, I'm still gonna be working on the comic, but if I do another one, it'll be like the next 2 pages. It's gonna depend because I was thinking about doing a double page spread, so that might not work too well. I have to cut it up. Um, but I might not. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that comes out. But yeah, like if I continue it, it'll be like the next 2 pages, and then like after that, the next 2 pages after that. Because I'm planning on doing 8 pages in total. Uh, I, it might be a little bit more than that, but we'll see. But at least 8 pages, 'cause that's the minimum. So I want to at least do the minimum. But um, I think I might be able to do a couple more pages. But yeah, if it's like I might just do that on TikTok, and that's another way I can get my comics out there. Um, because I was thinking like if I do webtoons, because I might put that one up on webtoons or tapas, but it would just be just the pages like that. Um, and I'm going to after all the issues are sold, or even like like I'll just put like a few pages. But yeah. And I don't plan on I mean I could. I do have a double page spread in there, so like so I'm not sure how good that would look. Hmm. We'll see. So I could kind of chop it up and put it up on TikTok like that. Well, webtoons or tapas, I would just put the pages up like that. You can buy it digital as well. It's on Gumroad. And the cool thing with that is that you don't just get that uh, the comic. You get another book, which is the pencils and the layout. So it's kind of like a behind the scenes look at how I made the book. And that one's like 50 pages, but it's a PDF. So so, um, so yeah. I think that's enough. I was just kind of just talking, just so you know what I've been up to, what I've been doing. Um, do you like this for like a casual video like this, where I'm just kind of talking and not really like showing a time lapse or anything? It's kind of a long video, going on 40 minutes, but I'm just gonna upload it like this, unedited, just having a chat, hanging out, talking. Again, let me know in the comments below if you like the black and white version on the shirt or the color version, or even if I do a print, like, because I think this will look cool as a print as well. I don't know, a lot of people will be into the black and white, maybe. I might look into it, but I could kind of even turn this into like a 3D print. Um, I have to look into buying some 3D glasses in bulk. Because I saw, oh yeah, Scott Serklin's Young and the Dead, fully funded in 24 hours. And he has a tier. It's for the international backers. Get this for free, but you you can still get it if you're in the U.S. You're just gonna be paying for that tier. But he has a 3D print, um, which is cool. I've been wanting to get one of his 3D prints, so I think that might be the one that I get. I did back the first 5 issues. Uh, it's issue 5 that's being funded, but you can get the first 4 issues as well. Uh, I have those first 4 in PDFs, but not physical, and I was planning on getting the physical comics. But since I knew he was going to be doing the Kickstarter and that was going to be a tier, like, well, I'll just wait till then. So I got the first 5. I got the 5 issues in the standard covers. There there is variant covers, one of each issue, and so I'm thinking about getting that as well. But I wanted to back at least the first uh, the first 4 plus the 5 one, the 5th one, the 5 one. Um, uh, yeah, so I was able to do that. But yeah, I want to get the variant covers because there are some that are like, I really like these. Uh, they all look fantastic, but there was like one specifically that was like this, like, for some reason it gives me nostalgia, and so I wanted to get that one, but I didn't want to just get, oh, just this one, but not the other. I was like, all the other ones look fantastic. Um, so I'll get them, but I'll probably get them later in the month. I still have time, so so I might even get the that add-on with the print, and I think it was like a mask, like a paper mask, and a sticker, which I have that sticker, but you know, but it's all cool stuff. So like, you know what, yeah, I actually I get that as well. But at least I do want to get the variant covers. You know, we'll see. Hopefully things continue to go well. Selling stuff on Etsy and just here in person. They'll be able to afford that, no problem. Might have to be getting a new phone soon, so that might be a little setback. This one's fine, but I put on Instagram the charging port kind of messed up, so it doesn't. My charger is not fitting in there, but I did find an old charger, which does fit, but it's like a very old and cheap charger, so it's not gonna. I don't know if it will last. So I might have to get a new phone. It's gonna be selling more stuff. So it's putting more stuff out there. So that's it for this video. It's pretty long, so if you watched this whole video, you made it through. good job, great job. And to reward that, I'm gonna be putting a PDF in the description where you can go download. You can download for free. I won't say what it is, but I'm gonna be putting a PDF there. So if you made it this far, go grab that PDF and let me know in the comments uh, if you got it, if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. This has been Frank Salazar of Salazar Art Nation. Make comics, not excuses. We'll see you next time.